Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight is our public hearing on the FY26 capital budget, supplemental appropriations to the FY25 capital budget, and amendments to the FY25-30 capital improvements program for the county government, Montgomery County Public Schools, Montgomery College, Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Washington Suburban Transit Commission, the Revenue Authority, Housing Opportunities Commission, Municipality and State Projects, and the FY26-31 CIP for WSSCWater. Committee work sessions on the FY26 capital budget, supplemental appropriations to the FY capital budget, and amendments to the FY25-30 capital improvements programs will be scheduled through the end of March. Each registered speaker has 3 minutes to speak. You'll hear a tone when your time is up, and we appreciate you abiding by that time. We have our first panel up today, our first 5 speakers. We have Charlotte Boucher, Catherine Leggett, Dorgan Hoffman, Sally McCarthy, and David Marriott. And Charlotte, we'll start with you.
Good evening, council members. My name is Charlotte Boucher, and I am here tonight to advocate for prioritizing the earliest possible completion of a community center in Poolesville. I represent the Up-County Prevention Network, UPN, which is a nonprofit operating in the Poolesville area to support our local youth. Although all of us would greatly benefit from a community center, we believe it will be an especially important lifeline to our young people. It is well recognized and much documented that there is a mental health crisis today among American youth. Beautiful facilities and excellent programs have been created to address this need, but the low density of population in the Ag Reserve has put us out of reach of most of them. This is especially significant for our kids who are not old enough to drive, or who have no access to a car, or whose parents work long hours in distant parts of the metropolitan area. In Poolesville, public transportation is close to non-existent. Uber and Lyft rides to Germantown or Rockville or other locations rich in resources are spectacularly expensive and unreliable, since drivers often cancel when a closer-in ride becomes available. Students who live on farms or outside of town can find themselves isolated between school bus rides. Isolation is one of the principal causes of anxiety and depression at all ages, but kids have few tools to manage it beyond social media, and we are all well aware of the negative impact social media can have on confidence, self-image, and belonging. A centrally located community center will provide our young people opportunities to access services, participate in a variety of constructive activities, develop personal interests, and build community among their peers. This is especially important since almost half of our high school students come from other parts of the county to get access to one of the top schools in the state, and then they go home. The school system has worked hard to address many of our concerns, but schools are only open during certain hours and part of the year. With a community center, we can give our young people year-round services. Of course, the building is only the first step in meeting the needs of our kids, but ours is a caring community that has never failed to step up when we can. We will fill the community center with welcoming spaces and uplifting programming. Our young people have been outsiders long enough. Please give them this crucial resource now.
Thank you, Ms. Boucher. Now, Ms. Leggett.
Thank you. Good evening, council members. I want to thank you again for allowing me to have this opportunity to share with you my perspective regarding the $400,000 capital request for the Scotland AME Zion Church. I was so moved by the historic challenges negatively impacting this community that along with my husband and the Siegels, we agreed to co-chair the Second Century Project for the Scotland community and the Scotland AME Church. Because of the strong community need and the gross inequities in the Scotland community, I believe the council and the county should continue to help ensure that this Black community and the church remain a brilliant legacy like it once was. There were approximately 40 historic Black communities throughout Montgomery County. There are only a few that still remain. Scotland is the most intact and highest profile. The Scotland AME Church serves the community not only maintaining the fundamental and foundation goodness and faith, but also it stands to give us potential resources for engagement in the areas of community meetings, educational programs, healthcare screenings, preschool and after-school childcare. It is indeed an anchor in the community. It has demonstrated its importance by acquiring millions of dollars in private support. The county should feel really good about this project, as it is an excellent example of how public-private initiatives should work and work well. The Second Century Project also aligns with the county's priorities and goals for community development and support. I do not need to report all the wrongs that have happened in this Scotland community: the erosion of land, the pirating of property, allowing construction of housing development which yields millions of dollars in annual tax revenue for the county. You all know this. You also know that the past stormwater management decisions by the county caused extensive damage to the church and its property. In 2022, the county provided a $300,000 capital grant for the project, which only covered about 2.5% of the cost of the restoration and expansion. This additional $400,000 would bring the county's share of the budget to 6%, while 94% is contributed by the church and private philanthropy. I respectfully urge you to carefully reflect on the wrongs done by the county, the significance of this project to the community, and that this $400,000 request will help close the remaining gap so that there could be full restoration to this property. Finally, this funding will help to preserve the historical and cultural significance of the Scotland AME Church for future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Leggett. Ms. Hoffman?
President Stewart, Vice President Jawando, and members of the council, thank you for the opportunity to testify tonight. My name is Dorrigan Hoffman, and I am honored to testify on behalf of the Walter Johnson Cluster of PTAs. The WJ Cluster strongly encourages the County Council to approve the amendments to the 2025-2030 CIP as recommended by Superintendent Taylor, the Board of Education, and the County Executive. Superintendent Taylor made difficult decisions with this budget and ultimately determined that it was most important to finish what the school system has begun, completing key building projects such as Woodward High School. Woodward High School, which is now partially completed and being used by Northwood High School, is set to reopen as a new high school for the 2027-28 school year. It is being reopened to relieve overcrowding at Walter Johnson High School and within the Down County Consortium. Our communities have waited and advocated for more than 10 years to address this overcrowding, while Walter Johnson has swelled to 3,100 students, more than 700 students, over capacity. When new students enter Woodward High School in August 2027, they must have the same opportunities and basic amenities of all other Montgomery County high school students, including an auditorium. As you may recall, the Woodward and Crown High School auditoriums were put on hold 1 year ago at the last minute and without any notice or feedback from our community. This year, Superintendent Taylor and the Board of Education are correcting this mistake and are recommending a budget that allocates the $28 million required to finish the auditorium, athletic fields, and other spaces at Woodward. They have also requested an allocation of $15 million due to a state aid shortfall in the Woodward project. These funds are critical to the successful completion of this project. Last year, we emphasized why an auditorium is a necessary facility for an MCPS high school. The performing arts are an important extracurricular offering of every MCPS high school and make our schools a special, welcoming place. High school auditoriums are used for a wide range of assemblies, testing, meetings, and orientations, and for hundreds of community events, including elementary and middle school promotions. They are hubs for our communities. They are not an extra or something that can be added later. They are necessary pieces of our school infrastructure. In the next month, we will embark on a boundary study that is going to be logistically complicated and create substantial upheaval in our communities. Uncertainty about whether the Woodward facility and program offerings will be on par with all other MCPS high schools will only increase the concerns that families have about changing school boundaries. Please approve the county executive's recommendations for the Board of Ed approved amendments to the 2025-2030 CIP.
Thank you. Ms. McCarthy?
Good evening, President Stewart and council members. I'm Sally McCarthy, Chair of the MCCPTA Capital Improvements Committee. I'm privileged to follow in the footsteps of new Board of Ed member Laura Stewart. I worked with Laura pretty closely over the past decades in my service as a PTA president, cluster leader, and an executive board member of MCCPTA. I appreciate the opportunity to share our support for the MCPS amendments to this CIP. First, we're thankful for the amendments that fund the completion of auditoriums at the new Woodward and Crown High Schools, the athletic stadium enhancements at the new Northwood, the $4.5 million to support just a tiny sliver of the $385 million in backlog to HVAC repairs in our school. We know the full CIP is looming on the horizon, and MCPS has a heavy lift with a fiscal climate that is terribly chaotic. We know this. We are, however, encouraged by MCPS's stated desire to be more data-driven and transparent in its approach to developing and naming CIP projects. We fully expect this data-driven process for funding for the decrepit infrastructures at schools like Damascus, Magruder, Eastern, Twinbrook, and my alma mater, Wooten. We are also thrilled that Crown and Woodward and Northwood are on track to open in fall 2027. As Dorgan stated, these create a critical new seat capacity in high development, high enrollment areas. While MCPS enrollments appear to be in a holding pattern, this plateau is not the case in high development corridors. For example, there's no enrollment cliff in WJ cluster, where massive development has increased enrollments now for almost 15 years. I know because I've been involved in these issues since 2012. In fact, WJ is home to the two largest elementary schools in MCPS. Alarmingly, however, there remains no CIP solution for the matter, despite over a decade of very public conversations and stated promises to this community. We need MCPS to engage immediately with these communities, but we also seek answers from the council. We need answers to help our families understand, given this approved housing development, how did a very predictable enrollment surge happen without a public school infrastructure solution in place to match the surge? Finally, we've monitored and are very concerned about the diminishing state aid through the Build to Learn Act and projected decline in county impact taxes. We know you are concerned too. To this end, we urge you to follow through with the much discussed Infrastructure Financing Study Committee, or whatever the title may be, as soon as possible. We also ask that you seek and incorporate the advice of both MCPS leadership and community leaders like ourselves in the work. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. Mr. Marriott?
Good evening, council members, and it's an honor and privilege to be with you. My name is David Marriott, and I'm here to speak on behalf of Scotland AME Zion Church. In the 1960s, my grandfather, J. Willard Marriott Sr., employed James Dove as his gardener. James lived in the Scotland community, and his family members still do today. At one time, the Scotland community was more than 500 acres along the Seven Locks Road. Today, it's just 11 acres, including the 1 acre for the church. James made my grandfather aware of the commercial development and land reclamation that was taking place, impacting the Scotland community. He also told my grandfather the basic public services that were being withheld to the community, forcing many to relocate. My grandfather and his good friend and early business partner, Hugh Colton, were part of a group of business leaders who had come together, participating in interfaith and interracial efforts to help the residents of Scotland protect and preserve their land and community. Their efforts resulted in landmark federal housing legislation, the Housing and Urban Development Act of 1965. Unfortunately, the development and land reclamation that had been occurring, including filling the wetland below the church and paving a road over it, created a floodplain where the Scotland AME Church was located, and over the years the church has been impacted by flooding, particularly in 2019 when the church was condemned until demolition or repair. The Scotland community has come together and worked hard to raise money for the reconstruction and to restore and expand the church. The J. Willard and Alice S. Marriott Foundation has joined the efforts of many, including Mitch and Emily Rails, by contributing $1.1 million over the last 2 years to the reconstruction project. Scotland is a very important community to the county and has suffered greatly due to past decision-making negatively impacting the church and the community. The project cost has grown by 28% due to inflation, the cost of severing an 80-year-old pipeline that Washington Gas passed on to the church, and construction delays due to permitting issues. Therefore, the county should continue to support this important construction project by approving County Executive Mark Elrich's request to add $400,000 to the capital budget for 2026. My family has stepped up in no small part in honor of our shared history with Scotland and because the county has been our home for generations. I think historic facts mandate that today's county council should step up as well. I thank you for your previous support of $300,000 and appreciate the continual investment in such a historic and important church and community within our county. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you to our first panel of speakers. Next, I'd like to call up Alba Costa Lara, Justin Tom, Reverend Dr. Huggins, June Ha Liu, and Bridget Howe. We can start with Alba Costa Lara when you're ready.
Good evening. My name is Alba. I'm a senior at Magruder High School. I'm our SJ Vice President and the PTSA Student VP. I'm here tonight to discuss our school safety and security concerns and to emphasize the importance of putting Magruder back on the CIP. Imagine a school where every student feels safe and prepared for the future. Today, I urge us to make this vision a reality because student success is our shared responsibility, and Magruder is falling short of meeting these standards. Magruder, despite being on the smaller side, is still a relatively large building with only 2 elevators, one on either side of the building. Each elevator is unreliable. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. I've been on crutches almost my entire high school career. As someone who needs the elevators to consistently work to get to class and learn, this issue personally affects my everyday life. The elevators have unreliably worked through my 4 years at Magruder, starting from my freshman year. It is dangerous for me to be crutching unnecessarily across the school, and oftentimes I've been forced to use the stairs, despite doctor's notes stating otherwise. This is unacceptable and not ADA compliant. Every student, regardless of physical ability, should have equal access to essential facilities such as the elevators. I've brought these concerns to the Board of Education, yet the problem remains unresolved. This negligence impacts our daily lives, creates unnecessary hardships, and hinders our ability to succeed in school. The MCPS website emphasizes ADA compliance by requiring accessible parking with designated handicap spots. While Magruder does have these spots, our parking lot is in disarray, riddled with cracks, potholes, crumbling edges, and puddles. This neglect creates safety hazards, especially for those with limited mobility like me. The uneven terrain and faded lines make parking and walking into the building unnecessarily difficult and dangerous, leading to trips, falls, and vehicle damage. The lack of proper maintenance not only endangers individuals, but also reflects poorly on our school community. No one should have to navigate crumbling pavement or water-filled cracks to get to class. Our parking lot's condition is unsafe and long overdue for repairs. Our school bathrooms are in deplorable condition, making them nearly impossible to navigate for someone with limited mobility. Despite MCPS ADA compliances requiring accessible stalls in every bathroom, many Magruder bathrooms lack them. Every time I use the bathroom, I get stuck in a regular stall with inward opening doors that make it difficult and humiliating to get in and out. The stalls are too small to accommodate crutches and are too small to fit the average person, creating constant stress, let alone with backpacks. Every student should have access to a bathroom they can comfortably fit in. Additionally, many toilet seats are loose, sinks are pulling away from walls, and locks barely function. Gaps in stall doors compromise privacy, while the outdated plumbing often produces discolored water. These conditions are unsanitary, unsafe, and unacceptable for students, staff, and teachers alike. These issues affect the safety, dignity, and well-being of our community. Removing Magruder from the CIP was unacceptable, especially considering the lack of ADA compliance. Every student and staff members deserves a secure, supportive environment. It's time for real action. Magruder must be reinstated on the capital improvement program. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Justin Tom?
Okay. Good evening, distinguished county council members. I extend congratulations to President Stewart and Vice President Joando. My name is Justin Tom, and I'm a junior at Magruder High School. There's a proverb in Spanish, el que no llora no mama. The baby who does not cry does not get milk. In other words, if you do not ask, you will not receive. Today, I'm here to be the baby who does cry, hoping for Magruder to receive a spot on the CIP. I'm asking you all to expedite the Magruder Capital Improvements Project to a definitive date in order to mitigate our various infrastructure issues. Whereas our HVAC system frequently fails us, leaving us freezing or overheating. Whereas our parking lot lacks sufficient lighting, creating major safety risks. Whereas our parking lot has no drainage, flooding our lot on rainy days. Whereas our toilets and sinks leak or break easily. Whereas our school cannot accommodate a gender-neutral bathroom on each floor, diminishing our gender equality. Whereas athletes risk injury every day on fields riddled with holes and divots and experience atrocious gameplay conditions. Whereas our 2019 ADA report revealed 153 barriers in having ADA compliance. Whereas brown mold creeps through our ceilings, polluting our air and increasing sickness. Whereas our music suites are not just home to poorly funded instruments, but to mice alive or dead. Whereas you can take pieces out of cracked tiles in our already uneven flooring, whereas these are not minor inconveniences but glaring failures that jeopardize our ability to thrive. Whereas Magruder is crumbling beneath our feet, literally and figuratively, whereas the next disaster is always just around the corner, whereas it is time we stop settling for quick fixes and invest in real improvements. Based on these lovely issues in our school, let me ask you this. President Stewart, would you send your kids to Magruder? Vice President Joando, would you send your kids there? Councilmember Glass, would you let your beagles run around with the mice there? Councilmember Katz, would you send your two children there? Councilmember Albornoz, would you send your kids there? Councilmember Fanny Gonzalez, would you send your kids there? Councilmember Balcom, would you send your daughter there? Councilmember Friedson, would you allow your beloved nieces and nephews to go there? Councilmember Sales, would you send your daughter there? Councilmember Mink, would you send your kids there? Councilmember Leakey, would you send your kids there? I would go on to safely assume most of you would not. That would not set your loved ones up for safety or success, would it? Imagine how we feel. Some might point to our aviation program as a redeeming factor, but even with our planes soaring, the only thing taking flight is our frustration. It seems the only thing flying is our issues over your heads. This issue runs deeper than our complaints, even deeper than the holes in our fields, even deeper than the pits in our risky parking lot. I truly appreciate your efforts in the CIP to prioritize emergency needs and future investments, but how many more bandages will be placed before Magruder is beyond repair? Magruder's page on the amended CIP is nothing but a giant blank sea of white. How many ships will continue to sink in this sea? I am disappointed by the continued lack of investment in our school despite our ongoing issues, several testimonies, and the fact that Magruder is about 55 years old, older than half of this panel. As I told the Board of Education, Magruder's version of CIP is more like TBD. It is wrong to rob Magruder of infrastructural decency despite your hard efforts to review our status. Don't put the cap in capital by capping a side of the budget. Instead, put the prove in improvements and prove to us you can be the pro in program by proactively and actually scheduling us back on the CIP with your expertise no matter how tough. Call me opinionated, call me overbearing, but don't call me when Magruder is falling and tearing.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tom. Well, Reverend Dr. Huggins, you need to follow that.
Good evening, everyone. I want to first begin by thanking members of this council and our county executive for this opportunity to share. I'm sitting here tonight to advocate for the Scotland Church, which is more than just a religious institution. It is a living symbol of what community partnerships and collaboration look like in a county filled with diversity, but believing in the ideal of one county with equal access for all people. Every day, each of you work to ensure that the residents of Montgomery County's concerns and issues are addressed without regard to economic stature, culture, race, or creed. Scotland is one of those historically underserved communities, but with civic, business, institutional, and community partnerships, there is a new sensitivity to the needs of those living in and beyond Scotland. In other words, the idea of restorative justice has become a reality in what the wider community acknowledges. The historical injustices already spoken about on tonight. Nevertheless, I'm sitting here tonight because community partnerships are essential. They are essential to restoring not only just a historical landmark in the county, but more importantly, a people, many of whom sit behind me on tonight. We have a shared journey of restoration and rehabilitation. We partnered with local organizations, philanthropists like Mitchell and Emily Rails, the Marriott Foundation, and institutions like Adventist Hospital, activists like Joyce Siegel, and the residents of Montgomery County who joined us to collectively address and resolve the forgotten inequities that still exist in the county. I don't have to tell you that these collaborations create a space for dialogue, mutual understanding, and empowerment, allowing the Scotland community to work towards equitable change. And so tonight, I'm asking on behalf of an institution, not so much a church, you've already heard that, but an institution, a living, breathing institution filled with people who are seated behind me and the constituents that make up our church and community to approve the proposed allocation to allow the Scotland AME Zion Church to continue building community, not just the building, but community, collaboration, and civic partnerships that will last another 120 years as we promote long-term social justice and community engagement along the Seven Locks Road corridor and the rest of Montgomery County. Thank you for your deliberations and consideration of this allocation. And like this young man, you would not want to drive by our church and not see it there. So we ask you on tonight to really consider this allocation for the Scotland Church and community so that we can continue to be a beacon of light along the Seven Locks Road, continue to partner with civic groups, institutions, and persons we never even knew existed. Thank you in advance.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Huggins. And I will say that for folks at home, you can't see this, but our auditorium was filled with members of the community. So thank you for bringing the community to us tonight. Ms. Liu, we'll turn to you now.
Thank you. Good evening, council members. My name is Junhua Liu. I stand here as a Wooten Cluster Coordinator and a deeply concerned community member. Tonight, we ask immediate action to fund and accelerate long overdue capital improvement project for Thomas Wooten High School, Cold Spring Elementary School, and Duffife Elementary School. For far too long, the Wooten cluster has been overlooked while other schools received much needed renovations. We have waited, we have followed this process, and yet our schools continue to deteriorate while county and MCPS delays our projects further. This pattern of neglect must stop. Wooten High School was first added in the CIP schedule in 2009 with completion date for 2018. Fast forward 15 years, and our students are still sitting in the same crumbling building, now with no scheduled renovation date at all. Wooten is one of the only two high schools, the other one is Magruder, in the county that has never undergone a major capital improvement. And now, instead of securing its long overdue renovation, it has been completely removed from the CIP schedule with a 2BD status. This is unacceptable. The conditions inside Wooten High School are disgraceful. A non-functioning HVAC system and unsafe air ventilation, creating an unhealthy learning environment. Leaking roofs and pipes, we can see mold everywhere. Antiquated electric wiring and inadequate safety equipment in the science classrooms, broken and unsanitary bathrooms. A lot of times, many bathrooms are closed, so leaves only a few bathrooms for 2,000 students. Can you imagine? Unfortunately, my own son, he has a stomach issue, so he had to go to the bathroom a lot, very often. Not like my two old kids; they always hold until end of the school, come home. So my son, my youngest one, he go to school, and often he had trouble to find a bathroom, walk-in bathroom. While the school, the class, the teachers often they don't know the situation. You have the problem, then that's really create stressful for him. Narrow hallways that prevent students from getting to class on time. A dangerously designed front driveway, which has led to multiple safety incidents, including a student suffering a concussion after being hit by a car last year. While we appreciate the funding for the ADA improvements, those minor updates do not replace the desperate need for the full renovation or rebuild. A prime example is the school has only 2 elevators, one of which is frequently broken. Imagine the daily struggles of the students with disabilities just trying to navigate the building. This is not equity. Beyond the physical conditions, Wootton's environment has led to the mental health concerns. In the past year alone, Wootton has received multiple bomb threats. Our students should not have to endure this. We demand that Wootton High School be reinstated into the CIP schedule with a dedicated funding commitment to move this project forward immediately. To understand the severity of the conditions, we formally invite all council members to visit Wootton High School and experience firsthand what our students and teachers go through every day. Due to the time.
Ms. Your time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next, we have Ms. Howe.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bridget Howe, and I'm speaking tonight as a DCC mom and a lifelong county resident. I do want to share my support of MCCPTA's CIP testimony, but I'm really here to focus my testimony on 3 things. First, what it can look like when the CIP process goes well. Second, how we as a community can work collaboratively on our infrastructure. And finally, I will share a point of passion. First, the good. My son, James, will attend the MC² program at Northwood High School next year. This is our home school, and while we are not morning people, and I'm slightly terrified of the commute for the next 2 years, I am delighted that he will benefit from past and ongoing collaborative progress on school construction while he attends Northwood at Woodward for 2 years, and then the new Northwood building until he graduates in 2029. I strongly support these staying on schedule in the CIP. I know that new buildings benefit kids because way back in the last century, I started my junior year at a brand new MCPS high school up county at Watkins Mill. It was described in 1990 by U.S. News and World Report as the high school of the future, partly because it had a computer in every classroom. Having experienced a new school myself, I am grateful that my son and his classmates will have the experience not only just 1, but 3 new school buildings in his MCPS career: Odessa Shannon, Woodward, and Northwood. But let's be real, we all know that those were hard-won projects. They were hard-won fights that came after decades of disinvestment in the DCC CIP. And now when we look countywide, there are still way too many schools that still need significant fixes. This takes me to point 2. How can we, as a community, ensure that we're working not in silos, but rowing in the same direction, using data to guide us? All hands, MCPS, County Council, the Planning Board, County Government, community leaders, we all need to participate as we have honest conversations around infrastructure investment and how we attract the revenue that will support it. Regarding data, we have an imperative to track all relevant facility condition data to inform our future decisions, which MCPS has indicated they will. No more prioritizing squeaky wheels when schools that are more than 50 years old have only ever been refreshed. Data on design, materials, air quality, safety and security, and the relationship of those to educational outcomes should be paramount. You're going to hear from a lot of schools, you already have, that are in dire need of improvement. So I'm not going to name names, but when we use the data, examine our development patterns, especially for much needed housing, and if we work together, the right decisions will be evident. Now to my point of passion. Outside of PTA, my main volunteerism is around traffic violence. If we claim to believe that Vision Zero is a community, this needs to be reflected in our capital investments. We need new county buildings to be safely accessible for pedestrians and cyclists. We need improved streets and intersections to be safer for non-motorists, and we need more sidewalks, period. Thank you for this time.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone on this panel. Next up, we have Ashi Stanislav, Evan J. Krume, Richard Allen, Alan Barney, and Chris Matthews. Great, we can start with Mr. Stanislaus.
Good evening,
this
council
side.
members and President Stewart. My name is Ashi Stanislaus, and I am one of the co-presidents of the Wooten Student Government Association. I am here to urge you to prioritize the renovation of Wooten High School because its deteriorating infrastructure greatly disrupts our learning environment. Two critical areas that have caused ongoing disruptions are the bathrooms and the HVAC system. Bathroom closures have been an issue all over Montgomery County. But Wooten is one of the only schools that has prolonged closures due to outdated infrastructure. Every time something breaks in the bathroom, parts have to be remanufactured because they are no longer produced regularly. This keeps many bathrooms closed for extended periods of time, so students have to use their class time to walk across school to find an open restroom. Our outdated HVAC system is also impacting classrooms all over the school. Many classrooms have broken thermostats, which prevent the sensors from reading and adjusting temperatures correctly. Wooten students have to prepare for extreme varying temperatures between classrooms throughout the day. These inconsistent temperatures make it difficult for students to concentrate and learn, and these disruptions contribute to a limiting and frustrating learning environment. Moreover, where students feel ignored and hopeless as their advocacy efforts and requests remain unaddressed. Most other schools in Montgomery County are not having this issue. Almost all of them have been renovated. Wooten is 55 years old, and the building is falling apart, while any attempt at upkeep has been interim, Band-Aid solutions. Our students deserve a functioning environment. Although I've listed many issues, I would like to take this time to thank the County Council for the ADA improvements we got over the summer. The improvements to the bus loop, the auditorium, and the addition of some single-use bathrooms have made a big difference for our community. But our school is still not ADA compliant, and we have a long way to go. Expanding the number of single-use bathrooms in our school and looking at interim fixes to the HVAC system would be very helpful. But from what we know, the only way to fix the HVAC system is through a full renovation. Wooten has been pushed back for too long, and I'm not sure how much longer our building can take. If we are not going to be renovated soon, we ask if you could at least make our school functional. I'm graduating this year, and I would love to come back to Wooten and see students who feel safe and proud in their school. Thank you for your time and consideration, and we are happy to collaborate on other solutions to these issues.
Thank you so much. Next.
Good evening. I'm Rabbi Evan Crame, and I'm honored to be speaking tonight on behalf of the Scotland community and the Scotland AME Zion Church, and appreciate this opportunity to address all of you. I speak in part as a longtime resident of Montgomery County, my wife being a lifelong resident of Montgomery County. And in fact, I first met the earlier mentioned Jimmy Dove in my mother-in-law's kitchen some 40 years ago. I moved into a townhouse in the Inverness development just off Seven Locks Road in 1984. I lived there for 8 years. I never once knew that this was land that belonged to the families that lived in the Scotland community. It was not until after the murder of the Floyd murder, that I was driving past on Seven Locks Road, something I do almost every day, saw the Scotland AME Zion Church sign saying that they were looking for support, and made inquiries that very day, calling Reverend Dr. Huggins and mobilizing my community to support the church quickly. What I know now is that this is a prime example of restorative justice, that my tax dollars supported this county for many years on land that should have been owned by the Dove and Mason and other families that lived in the Scotland community. This is a question of ethics and morals for this county, as well as an ongoing lesson to everybody who comes to our county, that this is a county that knows how to right its wrongs, that knows how to stand up for those who have been wronged in the past. Moreover, I want to share with you that this is not merely a church, although as a rabbi, I could say it is my church, and Reverend Dr. Huggins is my pastor. But it is also going to be a beacon for our community. It is going to be used jointly within the community. And in fact, we have already planned for April 6th a renewal Seder to celebrate Passover and Easter with the Jewish and African American communities combined, that I invite all of you to join in and share in the celebration. So I urge you all to please support this $400,000 allocation for the Scotland AME Zion Church, so that we can all live out that we are supposed to love our neighbors, but you can't love neighbors that you don't know. And this reconstruction process is our opportunity for everyone to get to better know each other, especially in these times when this country is so divided. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, Rabbi, and thank you for the invitation. Next, we'll go to Mr. Allen.
Good evening, esteemed members of the Montgomery County Council. I'm Richard Allen. I'm a resident of Montgomery Village. Don Luque is my council member representative. And my pleasure to speak with you tonight. I'm in support of the request for $400,000 funding, CIP funding, in our renewal regeneration efforts for Scotland AME Zion Church. I make this request of the County Council knowing of the serious budgetary deficit that you are facing tonight in terms of your decision on this request. However, I must retain the faith, the hope, and the reason to believe that each of you will come to understand the great history and legacy of the Scotland community, but also that adequate county stormwater environmental management planning decisions dating back to the 1960s eventually caused the flooding that occurred in 2019 that so seriously damaged the church building structure of Scotland. Specifically, the filling of the Snakesden Creek wetland and installing the Seven Locks Road, allowing the construction of the Inverness Recreation Club in its vast parking lot on Deborah Drive during the 1980s, and the allowing of the construction of housing development on the hill at the Leven Heath Way during the 1980s with inadequate drainage and a large parking lot located above the church were combined factors that caused the flooding to occur. Annual tax revenues on these developments, along with a tax base increase generated by the widening of Seven Locks Road, should more than justify the capital expense request that's being made tonight. The Scotland African American Episcopal Church, located at 10902 Seven Locks Road, Potomac, Maryland, 20854, was originally constructed by the ancestors of slaves in 1924 and is one of the few remaining historical black communities within Montgomery County, Maryland. The church is pastored by Reverend Dr. E. Huggins. With the proposed expansion of the new church structure, the immediate and adjacent Potomac community will gain a significant amount of facility space available for community engagement activities, educational programs, preschool and after-school childcare, healthcare screenings, and general meetings of nonprofit and faith-based groups. Due to the previously mentioned county stormwater decision, Scotland AME Church structure was seriously damaged. By granting the additional $400,000 asked for, the county can help in the effort to combine with the previous $400,000 that was $300,000 that was made available to restore this very much needed project. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you so much. Mr. Barney.
Good evening, President Stewart and council members. My name is Alan Barney. I am the civil engineer in the project. And I'm here to speak to you on behalf of the Scotland AME Zion Church in the allocation of the $400,000 capital improvement funds that we hope will aid in the continued improvements of the site. I have been involved in the church reconstruction as the civil engineer, and I've studied the evolution of the site from a hydraulic standpoint and all its other issues that it has due to the many years that the site has transformed, as Mr. Allen has said, since the early 20th century. As you know, the church was located on Seven Locks Road at a point where it is closest to Cabin John Creek, and therefore it is a little point in that area. The church was built between 1950 and 1924, with an addition built in the 1960s. Prior to 1960, Seven Locks Road used to run in, basically to the west of the church, where it is basically now its driveway. When the road was widened and straightened, it was moved to the west side of the church, essentially putting the church between putting the road between the church and Cabin John Creek, and that created an embankment that has over the years made the issues and made the church vulnerable to flooding, and that has been seen most frequently in the last 5 to 10 years. Adding to the drainage issues at the site is the subsequent decades of development that have happened upstream of the church. Specifically, it's been approximately 118 acres of development that drain through the creek that is a small tributary to the creek that runs through the church's site. I hope that the allocation of these funds is going to give the church the security it needs to complete the important restoration work to secure its future at the site. And I urge the council to help justify these funds. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Matthews?
Good evening, council members. I'm here representing the Interfaith Council of Greater Metropolitan Washington and the Faith Leaders Advisory Group of the county, as well as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints faith community. And as a 45-year resident, I'm here to support the construction of the Scotland AME Zion Church. Not here to review the Scotland community history, but we all know that the Scotland community has suffered adversely under segregation, declarations of eminent domain, and aggressive real estate development. I'm here to support restorative action. The Scotland community is not the only African American community that is entitled to restorative action, but I'm here to address Scotland. We know that funds are needed, that the citizens of Montgomery County have raised millions of dollars, and we appreciate the allocations that have been provided by the county in the past, and we're asking that the county provide an additional $400,000 to support the restoration. I was raised by both my parents were civil rights activists, and what they did is different than what we are asking tonight. But I would like to say that what they did enables us to take action to right the wrongs of the past. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for your testimony. For this panel, our next and our last panel in person will include Brian Rabin and Kevin Beverly, Link Hoing, and Ethan Lee. Okay.
Good evening, council members. My name is Brian Rabin, Thomas S. Wooten, PTSA President. First, I'd like to thank Montgomery County Council for appropriating funding to correct some of the significant ADA deficiencies in our building. The facility, built in 1970, has considerable deficits throughout the building, as detailed in the MCPS facility assessment conducted in 2018. Wooten's key facility indicator reflected the need for a major capital project. In prior CIPs, the superintendent and Board of Education recommended planning and construction funds, but the Montgomery County Council has continually delayed the expenditures and completion date. An FY25 appropriation was requested by the superintendent and Board of Education for planning and design funds for the building portion of the major capital project, and even these planning funds were delayed. Last year, the County Council shifted all expenditures to the out years in the adopted FY25-2030 CIP with a to-be-determined completion date. In 2030, Wooten High School will be 60 years old. These delays have been endless, and now there is a to-be-determined completion date. The building continues to deteriorate, and there doesn't seem to be any urgency by the county to address these serious issues. Instead, the council has appropriated $180 million to build a brand new high school crown instead of renovating an existing high-performing high school. As you know, Wooten's facility has been neglected for far too long. Consider the broken window theory that can be applied here, where the indifference, lack of care, and neglect breeds discontent among our students, faculty, parents, and community members. And this discontent has led to other issues within our school community. There is a belief that our political leaders do not care. It is time for the Board of Education and the Montgomery County Council to get Wooten on the capital improvement program schedule and actually follow through on delivering the resources needed for a full rebuild of the facility. It is time to take Dr. Taylor's words to reimagine how we work and how we serve schools, students, and families. Our Wooten community is ready and willing to work with you to make it happen. And as a reminder, Wooten is not the only school in our cluster that has been neglected. Cold Spring is in desperate need of being renovated as well. Please keep Cold Spring's major capital project on track. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Beverly.
Good evening, council members. First, thank you all for the opportunity to address you this evening regarding the Scotland Second Century project. It's a project that's near and dear to me because it just reminds me of what's happening in where I grew up, of a place on the Eastern Shore, Maryland, where I'm watching the church that I grew up in basically just be consumed by just sea level rise. Another black institution that at some point won't be there and no one will remember it. Here in this county, I think we have a different method of how we approach that, and I think all of you have and I've seen you participate. So I'm not going to revisit the history of why this project is important and necessary. The history is important, but it didn't happen on your watch. That said, it is incumbent upon you to participate in the resolution in a meaningful way. As of today, we still have $2.6 million of funding gap, with a promise from Glenstone to cover half of that in a matching dollar-for-dollar grant. We have many of our best supporters willing to try and figure out how they step up even more. I think the county has a moral and a fiduciary responsibility here to dig deeper and fulfill this obligation to help us resolve this delta. The partnership that is required to complete this project is important. It sends a message to our community that we are accountable and our business and government can work in concert to solve real problems. Philanthropy in the private sector has really stepped up on this. Through the leadership of Mr. Mitch Rails and his team lead, Mr. Paul Tukey at Glenstone, we're almost there. But we need to have our county government be more than a 2% solution to this in this endeavor. The CE has put in his budget $400,000 for this project. I like that number. The Scotland community likes that number. The private sector likes that number. We're all in on that number. When they rewrite the next history on this, it will be on your watch. And I hope that you agree that this is important enough, not only to just preserve that church, but to preserve the community that it serves. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hoeing?
Good evening. I'm Link Hoeing of the Fair Access Committee for the Western County, and as you know, we're focused on equity for our area. We appreciate that the council last year approved funding for a new Western County Community Center that includes the first in the county clinic space so desperately needed in our area. We are disappointed, though, that the new budget does not move up funding for the center project to this coming fiscal year. The current plan will not allow construction to begin until 2029, and the center won't be completed until 2030. As the county itself says in its analysis of the project, there is a great need for the envisioned facility, as no such facility currently exists in western Montgomery County. Charlotte Boucher, who testified before me, did an excellent job of talking about why our teens in particular need this community center as soon as possible. So I urge you to move quickly to try to make that happen. The budget proposal also does not include the innovative, cost-efficient proposal the committee made to install a pool bubble system on the Sarah E. Hour outdoor pool so it can be used year-round. The pool is only open for 3 to 4 months at a time and sits idle and unused for much of the time. Meanwhile, the swim team, young families and older adults who need the facility for everything from practice to rehab exercises, must get to facilities that in many cases are 15 miles or more away. The Sarah E. Hour pool had almost 17,000 daily admissions last year in just a little over 3 months and generated tens of thousands of dollars to support the pool. We also have more than 200 swimmers on our very successful swim teams who use the pool. Think of how much more the pool could do for our community and the rest of the county if it could be used as a year-round facility. We could not only use the facility for practices and family entertainment year-round in a convenient nearby setting, we could also hold our own competitions and events of all kinds, attracting visitors from other parts of the DMV. The county really needs more indoor pools because demand is high. And this would cost-effectively add another indoor pool that would be very important for the county. The committee has done the work as usual to try to come up with research that looks at this technology and developed a proposed budget for it. It is far less expensive than a bricks and mortar approach, and as we always do, the committee is proposing an innovative solution that is affordable and fits the needs of our area. These proposals are modest in size, especially compared to the overall capital budget, but to our small community, they would have a major and positive impact on the lives of so many residents. We urge county leaders to reconsider these projects and fund them in the upcoming year. And I want to give a special shout out tonight too. As you know, many of you, I was a staff director in Congress for many years, and I really appreciate representative government. And tonight we have with us Ethan Lee, who's one of our swim team, and a lot of his fellow swim team members are here tonight too, to urge that you support the pool bubble, and I'm so grateful that they made it. Thank you.
You.
Good evening, council members. Every athlete knows the sacrifices that come with the sport, but what if the biggest obstacle wasn't the training itself, rather the challenge of getting to practice? My name is Ethan Lee, a student at Poolsville High School, and I'm here to ask for your support in funding a pool bubble for my community. Before I explain why, please allow me to share a quick story. A few weeks ago, after a long day of school, I had to rush out the door for high school swim practice. But instead of heading to a pool just minutes away, I got into the car for a 35-minute drive, each way. That's over an hour on the road for just a practice that's 60 minutes. That means I was driving more than I was swimming. By the time I got home, it was late, and I still had hours of homework left. This wasn't just one night either. It's every single high school practice during the winter swim season. Some of my teammates can't even make it to practice on time because of our school's 8th period classes. And it's not just practice either. When it comes to competitions, we have to drive even farther, sometimes over an hour away. The lack of a local pool isn't just an inconvenience for all of us, it's a barrier to our success. Funding a pool bubble would transform Poolsville's Sarah E. Hour outdoor pool into a year-round facility, benefiting over 8,000 people in the Poolsville community and surrounding areas. Families, students, and seniors would finally have access to an indoor pool without long commutes. Right now, county pools are overcrowded. Every Saturday in winter high school swim season, they're packed with meets, leaving little time for public use. A Poolsville pool bubble would ease this burden, opening up of space for swim lessons, recreational swimming, and training, all while reducing travel strain on everyone. And there's one more thing to consider. Poolsville is geographically isolated, and we lack county facilities. A pool bubble is a practical investment that provides not only a local but an indoor training space for our student athletes. It also gives families and kids access to swim lessons, which I think is a very good skill to have. On top of that, it reduces congestion at existing county pools while strengthening my community by keeping activities local, no matter what the season is. I urge you to invest in this pool bubble over the Western County Pool for me and my swim teammates at Poolsville High School. That would mean eliminating the biggest obstacle, getting to practice. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone on this panel. Those are all our speakers here in person. And before he leaves, I just want to acknowledge and thank former County Council member Bruce Adams for also being here this evening, and everyone who came out. We will now turn to our virtual participants for tonight, and our first is Mayor Jeffrey Slavin.
Good evening, President Stewart and members of the County Council. As a lifelong resident of the county, Diamond Life member of the NAACP, and inductee in the county's Human Rights Hall of Fame, I am keenly aware of the significant value of the Scotland AME Zion Church, a treasured asset in our county. For the past several years, I have been working with the amazing capital campaign team led by our distinguished former county executive Ike Leggett, First Lady Catherine Leggett, and the legendary civil rights hero couple Joyce and Alan Siegel to raise critical funds to restore this asset to glory. And while we have been highly successful in the effort, we still have a ways to go in order to create sustainability for the future of this vital religious institution, which also serves the entire community with distinction. I urge the county to support the county executive's $400,000 request in the capital budget. The county has a duty to do its part in this campaign, especially to make up for the many mistakes made in the past, many of a discriminatory nature. I can think of no better way to celebrate Black History Month this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Slavin. Our final participant tonight for our public hearing is Antonio Hernandez Cardoza.
Buenas noches, presidente del Consejo Stewart, miembros del Consejo. Mi nombre es Antonio Hernández Cardoso y vivo en Olney. Estoy aquí a favor de las inversiones de capital con apoyo de fondos estatales que se están recomendando para Olney. Estas incluyen la adquisición de un espacio para reuniones comunitarias para la comunidad de Olney, mejoras para el programa de infantes y niños pequeños en la escuela Rose Park y la subestación de policía. Como ex líder del M-NCPPC, expresidente del MCPS Eastern Bilingual Advisory Committee y actual vicepresidente de la Asociación de Proveedoras Latinas de Cuidado Infantil de Maryland, con una membresía de más de 350 proveedoras activas en el condado y en el estado, también apoyo la recomendación relacionada con la primera infancia, particularmente el edificio independiente para el Centro de Primera Infancia de Up County. Los primeros 5 años de vida de un niño son clave para predecir el éxito académico futuro. Según el economista James Heckman, cada dólar invertido en programas de calidad para la primera infancia genera un retorno de $4 a $16. Cerrar la brecha del rendimiento académico no comienza en el kindergarten, sino mucho antes, con programas de calidad que sean accesibles y asequibles. Finalmente, como padre de exalumnos del Montgomery College, me complace ver 410 millones para MC que financian por completo sus proyectos de CIP. Invertir en educación y asegurar que estas inversiones lleguen a todos los rincones de nuestro condado nos convierte en una jurisdicción más equitativa y competitiva. Muchas gracias.
Good evening, Council President Stewart and Council members. My name is Antonio Hernandez Cardoso, and I live in Olney. I am here to support the capital investments leveraging state aid that are being recommended in Olney. These include the acquisition of a facility for community meeting space for the greater Olney community, improvements for the infant and toddlers program at Rosa Parks Middle School and the police substation. As a former MCCPTA leader and ex-chair of the MCPS ESOL Bilingual Advisory Committee and current vice president of the Latino Childcare Association of Maryland, with a membership of 350 active childcare providers across Montgomery County and the state, I am also in support of a recommendation related to early childhood, particularly the standalone building for the upcoming Early Childhood Center. The first 5 years of a child's life is key in predicting future academic success. According to economist James Heckman, every dollar we spend towards quality early childhood programs generates $4 to $16 in returns. Closing the academic achievement gap does not begin in kindergarten. It starts with quality, accessible, and affordable early childhood programs. Lastly, as the parent of former Montgomery College students, I am pleased to see $410 million for MC, which fully funds their CIP projects. Investing in education and ensuring that it reaches all corners of our county makes us a more equitable and a competitive jurisdiction. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that was our last speaker for this evening. This public hearing is now closed. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your views tonight. I just appreciate everyone who has come out this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again in the future. Tomorrow, we have 2 other public hearings on our CIP, one in the afternoon and another in the evening. So thank you all again for coming out, and get home safely. Thank you. We're adjourned.